Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? I think you can hear me. Is anyone here? I had a notification that I have a gate change. What is it? Oh, that's what's going on. Hey guys, how are you? It is Adam Ratliff with Adam So Fun, and I just got notified that I went live, so at least it's working. It's me, long time no see. I'm kind of in the same place that I was last week because I am sitting in the lounge at DFW on my way. Somebody already liked this, and it doesn't even look like anyone's here. Um, I'm on my way to. I'm on my way home actually. Southern California is going to get a hurricane, and I'm on my way to it because that's what the smart people do. So, yeah, I'm. Let me see. I think we still have like 2 hours before we take off. Let me check. I'm right on top of that, and I'm sitting here, so I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go live. Why not? I share my life. I still have a refresh. 2 hours and 41 minutes before we jump on the plane. So luckily, I was able to switch. I know a lot of you hate American Airlines. They were fabulous to work with for the today, and actually, it's been a crazy like 48 hours because I didn't even know there was a hurricane. And somebody in class was like, "How? What are you doing about this?" I'm like, "About what?" And they said something, and I pulled it up on my phone, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So then I was talking to Ben. He goes, "Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do." Oh my gosh, someone's watching in Kenya. Hi, John. So yeah, it's I was talking with Mickey this morning, and we were supposed to no, I was supposed to work through today, and and we when I saw her, I was like, I'm a little bit concerned. She goes, "Stop being concerned. Just go home. Call, see if you can uh, get things switched and stuff." I have been seeing posts from people in town to about like the clouds rolling in yesterday. And actually, Ben called me yesterday and said, how Ben can't leave. Ben is he runs nursing at the hospital, so he is planning on staying at the hospital for the next few days. It's one of the reasons I'm trying to get home because we have dogs, so the dogs don't have to stay at the hospital too. But I saw pictures of the storm last night and the clouds rolling in and like the sky changing colors, and then all of a sudden the thunderstorms and stuff. So Mickey this morning was like, change your flight, see what you can do. So I did, and yeah, now I'm off and I'm going. And I taught for about an hour and 15 minutes. And then um, after that, I was like, okay, now it's all you. And then I jumped in and went home. A big shout out to all of you who messaged me and said, be safe, check on your machines. Michelle, I'm looking at you. But yeah, it was. Uh, it's been interesting. But yeah, like I said, Air American was really easy to work with. They let me change my flights, and I do have a long layover, but whatever, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. At least I'm getting home. And as of now, Ben said it's been sprinkling throughout the day, but nothing. I think it's supposed to really hit, and the rain's supposed to start like tonight at like 11 or 12, and I should be home by 8. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. Ugh. I was like, I will go and post post throughout it. Um, it's I don't know. It's surreal. You would never think that this is going to happen in the middle of the desert, and do not drive into water. I do know that much. Here the funny thing, not the funny thing. I keep like I was telling Ben, I'm like I keep kind of like laughing about this, not because it's funny, because it's crazy, it's surreal, but because it's just something you never think about. And they were doing like disaster planning and stuff, and they were on with some of the local areas in the county and everything. And I'm gonna cough. They were on with those. emergency crews and the electric company and everything. And he said at one part that one of the Riverside people was like, "We're praying for you guys." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like this is crazy." But we have this, we call it the wash, and it's this area that the water collects, and then we have like a little river. And when we were getting all the rain in January, February, whatever, whenever we got all the rain and snow and everything, um, the wash was full. So we had like this little river going through. I mean, we still had water in it in June, which was crazy because like there shouldn't be water in there in June. There shouldn't be water in there anywhere really. We don't get that much rain, but because of the rain and then the snow runoff and stuff, we had water in it. But when he was saying that we were supposed, I don't know what it's predicted now, but at one point it was predicted like 6 inches of rain, and then it went down to 5, and now I think it's like 4.5 or 4.7. I think was the last number I saw, but it's only they're prepared for 3. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, I know that my friends were in town in the spring, and I was driving to Palm Springs, and because we're not actually in the city of Palm Springs, we're on the other side of the valley in Indian Wells, but there the roads just drive past the wash. There's like 3 bridges or 2 bridges, and then everything else just goes through the wash. And it was to the point where you couldn't get from one side to the other without going over a bridge. So traffic was everywhere. Everything was backed up, and he's like, "Do not take 111 home, which is like the main street that runs along the mountains, because they're predicting that we're going to get mudslides on it and rocks and stuff." And I'm like, "Well, that wasn't my plan." So it's crazy. So hopefully it's not raining yet whenever I get there, and then I just won't leave the house and I'll sit home with the dogs. He went to the grocery store and said everybody was out of water. Um, what else? Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know, and it's they're prepared for like earthquakes, like a big one, and all this stuff, but you can't prepare the same way because I'm like, usually you guys would set up tents and do triage tents and stuff, and you can't do a tent when it's windy. We're kind of used to really high winds, but winds with water, very different thing, because there are a lot of big trees. We actually have a really big tree in front of our house, so I think we might park the cars across the street. They're not there, so we'll park in their driveway. I don't know, not really. I actually had a neighbor call. Ben had reached out to some of the neighbors, like, "Do you need me to check on anything for you?" And she called and she's like, "I don't have Ben's number." And I'm like, "And I'm at DFW. I'm in Dallas trying to get home." So she ended up calling Ben. But crazy. I don't know. It's insane. But I was sitting here, I'm like, oh, and then Bryce is telling me they got 5 inches of rain yesterday. That's New Hampshire. We're not New Hampshire. But I can't even show you all the fun stuff this week. I'm excited to show you what I bought. Because at least I did. At least I came home with something. They're like, "We'll just ship it to you." I said, I have room. I just have to make sure I can get everything. Hopefully my bag shows up. It should. Now I'm worried about that. Um what yeah. What are you guys working on? Cheer me up. Okay, funny story. We'll start with a funny story. It's how dumb. It's God, Mick and I are dumb. We get into the most trouble. So the other night we were walking down to dinner at the hotel because we're um, we ended up getting rooms next to each other at the hotel, and she had messaged me. She's like, "Going down to dinner," and I said, "Great, here I come." And then I opened the door, and she could hear my door, and she yells, "Give me 2 minutes." And I'm like, "Great." So I went to the elevator, and I set up a camera because we had to do a little short for one of our quilt alongs. And so I set the camera up on a tripod so it could get the elevator door. And when she comes, I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna set record. We're gonna get in the door. We're gonna have the doors open. We're gonna wave or do something dumb." And she said, "Okay." And then she goes, "Dang it, I hit the wrong button. I hit up, and we need to go down." And I go, "Great, we'll just go up Come back down, doors open, I'll grab my camera, we'll leave. Because I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to set my camera up and then leave it on one floor and leave to another one. But I did. So I hit record. I turn around and I just assumed that she was holding the door open, but she was not. And I turned, the door starts closing, totally knocked me. Like, bam, hit, hit me. I bounced off, almost fell on the ground. Oh, we were laughing so hard. Good times. Last night we went to the retailer's like, let's go get Thai food. And I'm like, okay, but I'm going to judge you on this. And we went she started reading the menu and there was a ton of like, it wasn't stir fry, it was stir fry. And I think it's because we're like on day 9 because we got that day off, but it wasn't really off because we were in traveling. And everything was making us giggle. We got the church giggles. It was so great. Oh my God, we were so, what's going on with my hair? It was funny. We had a good time. And then I had to leave her. I feel bad because I was going to drive with her to St. Louis and then she had the extra hour and a half home. Well, it's just going to stay like that. And now she just gets to do the whole drive herself. Vermont's getting a lot of rain. That's good. You guys are used to it too. Stop complaining. No, I'm just kidding. It's crazy. It's crazy. I was like, Ben, unplug everything, please. And I think I can't. I'm usually good at unplugging my machines, especially the long arms. But like, my PlayStation's plugged in. He's like, do you want me to unplug your PlayStation? I said, unplug everything. We do live we're higher than our street. But I don't think that really matters if you're getting 1 million gallons of water. Let's say I will let everybody. I'll post when I get home. I'll post throughout the craziness. It's just it's just surreal. It's surreal. I do have air tags in all my luggage. I actually, when we flew home for that night and came back, the truck driver sent me a text and was like, do you have air tags in your bag? I said, yeah. He goes, I keep getting notifications. And I'm like, yes, sorry. But I have them in actually all my luggage. There's one that I don't use all the time. It's more like the personal big luggage, but I still threw one in there just in case. So I have my check bag, my backpack, my work bag, and my other bag. You can never have too much. Plus, I have them on my car keys and Ben's car key. So I think right here I have 1, 2, I have 4 with me. Overkill, I think, but just different things have them connected. Let's see, a few suggestions from Hurricane Pro. Fill both bathtubs so you can flush your toilets. Oh, that's good. Do we even have a bathtub? We have one. Okay. Let's see. Have candles. We have a lot of candles. Our house might smell like a Bed Bath and Beyond blew up. I don't know if we have batteries for the flashlight, and there's no time to get that because it's too late. Ben said he went to Target this morning. It was horrible. Everything is charged, and we have like charge packs for our phones and stuff, so that's all good. Fill your pans up with water. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm gonna take a picture of this. What a good idea. I know he went and got some bottles, but I never thought about just filling up pots and pans. Gosh, that's a great idea. Thank you, Susan. I know I was thinking, I'm like, I'm just going to post, you guys, how do we deal with this? We don't know. We're used to earthquakes, and we don't even care about those. They happen. It's so funny how people in different parts of the nation are scared about different things. Like me, earthquakes, grew up with them, not a big deal. Like, okay, ground shaking, whatever. Meanwhile, Mickey's like, I would cry. I would be in the corner like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And let's see, some tips from Fan. So like the whatever, the shaky things, the earthquakes don't bother me. Tornadoes, freaked out about. Like I was telling them, I'm like, if we get a tornado warning, I'm not going to work. I'm going to the basement of the hotel, and I'm going to sit in there. Um, Not that we got one, but yeah, that's crazy. And then I I guess hurricanes have never scared me because I didn't think I was gonna ever see one. I knew I was never gonna like live on the East Coast. Surprise! It's I don't know. It's just weird, right? No anxiety, Chris. I'm with you. There's no anxiety with the earthquake. It just happens, and then you're like, well, that happened. Ben went to the grocery store last night. He said the shelves were pretty bare. Chris, so are you in? I think I saw your other thing. You're in Thousand Oaks right now, right? And if so, how bad is it supposed to be out there? Because I know I have some people in San Diego and on the coast and things like that. Um, I don't know how hard it's supposed to hit you guys. If it's just supposed to be rain and stuff, Ben said we're kind of the center. Um, and it's supposed to go like the problem is right when it goes over the mountains, everything is going to flush right into the valley. So, oh, I do have a lot of cash. We do keep a little cash vault. Let's see. Air tags, Haskell triangles, suggestions, unplug everything now. Things are bare. South Florida, are the cars gassed up? Ugh, have no clue. Um, oh, I wonder if I would think that they would have stuff. I'm texting Ben. Gas up your car if you can. I think I have. I think I went last. I think I went 2 weeks ago before I left. Um, let's see. That is a good. Oh, these are good tips. You guys, we need to put a book together. How to withstand natural disasters with quilters. Snow. I would never want snow more than earthquakes. Well, I yes, I probably would. A blizzard, people aren't going to die as much of a big earthquake, but whatever. If you have a bunch of things like your Yeti cups, you can fill those too. Freeze as much water as you can. So we have 3 ice makers, which is dumb. Nobody needs that. But he's been freezing the Yeti coolers we have because we have a few, so we can start filling everything up with ice, just in case power goes out. Um, I do know we need flashlights. I just don't think that's going to happen. Bring everything from outside. Also, good idea. Good idea. I'm getting tips. Probably need all the pillows off the furniture to be put in. And this is it. I'm not there to help. It's like I will be doing all this stuff tonight at 10:30 if it's not raining yet. He just said it was really weird yesterday. We do have these what are they, flamingos that I bought him because he likes flamingos from Costco, and he said he goes, I think the flamingos are dead. The wind picked them up and threw them against the house. I said, did you put them in the garage? He's like, no, they're just on the ground. I'm like, yeah, but you don't want them to pick it up and hit one of the windows. He's like, oh, you're smart. uh, let's see. Do we have we don't even have a room with no windows. Even the closets have skylights, but we can get away from them pretty easily. Let's see. Uh, Towels in the front. I was thinking that towels in any of the sliding doors. We have a lot of dog towels that we use. We have a lot of towels in the house just in general. So that was something we're doing. And I'm like, if we run out, I have a lot of fabric. I'm okay to lose some fabric to save the house. Um, let's see. That's the freezer is full with food, which is not always great. Um, Everything's outside. Oh, candles in front of a mirror. That's a good tip too. I love that Julie says, "Get some handwork ready. Go put binding on really quick. You can sew it down, and you can't do anything else." Oh gosh, Chris's husband's in the pool. I love that. Ben said it's horrible. He said it's like 86 and super humid, which we're not used to humidity. I said it probably feels like Key West. Things off the floor. We've been doing that. Furniture into the windows. We'll have to check. Oh, I can get batteries at the airport, but then I'd have to leave the lounge. I'll probably do that. I can. I didn't even think it. I wonder. I don't even know what kind of batteries we need. Do they sell batteries in the airport? I'll have to look. I'll check that. Thank you, Karen. That's a good idea. Use batting. I can put rolls of batting in front of stuff. Mm. Casey, we don't even have a radio. Do any of you have a radio anymore? So, yeah, this is crazy. Oh, right now I'm gonna have to tell Ben we need to buy a treadle machine so I can keep my projects going. Oh gosh. Of course, Peter has a radio he built. I'll have to wear my turtle toes throughout to keep my feet warm, unless they get wet. Um, yeah, I don't know. Crazy situation. I'm hoping they've over anticipated the amount of rain we're going to get. I guess, right. So, Christy, I'm just reading your comment about, yes, you have one because you're in Florida. It's not something we would have thought about. I saw it by a hand crank and I was like, ice cream maker. A crank radio. Oh gosh, I didn't think about AC. We're just gonna hope for the best. We're gonna hope for the best and be safe and do everything we can. Ice cream would be good too. Yes. Except, oh yeah, it would be good. I've seen those crank flashlights too. Mm-hmm. Oh, people are making friends. We're making a long arm groups. Long arm groups are being created as we speak. Now, I have a question, and this is not pertaining to anything we're talking about. For those of you on Facebook, can you see the comments from YouTube? So, like, Robin put ice cream would be great too. Can those of you on YouTube see that? Okay, so Michelle, we have a ton of storm drains, and our community already went through. They actually went through. They cleaned all the debris out of everything. They turned off all the fountains. They did. They did all this pre-planning. Then the city had a bunch of sand for people to make sandbags, and then like 3 hours later, sent out an email saying there's no more sand for sandbags. You cannot see the YouTube. Okay, I was just wondering. It was just like a random thought. But yeah, so they cleaned out the storm drains, did all that stuff. The problem is, I think most of the stuff drains. Well, the storm drains wouldn't. Well, no, do they? Everything drains into the wash, and the wash is right behind us. So our community, like the Palm Springs River, we'll call it because of the lack of a better word, is right behind our back wall. We are very highly elevated from it. So I don't, but we're also at the lower end of the valley. So to me, if things are flooding up here, by the time they get here, this is going to be flooded too. But I don't know. Chris, if anything happens, I'll just message you and then I'll go over to your house with my dogs. Ben's like, I'm taking the air mattress to work, and I told my bosses that if I get called in, my dogs are coming with me. Oh yeah. So, I'm trying to think of what else. If there's any news, handy culture wise, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about the new thing. They've shown pictures. Let me see. Let me go to the web page and see. Handy culture. That's not the one I want. I actually don't think we're allowed to say anything. NDA, right? Have you seen this? I can't say anything else. But look at this. I can't say anything else. Andy, you might not tell anybody, but sometimes other people watch this because then I get texts saying, "How did you know that?" Oh, you guys can say all you want. We actually were supposed to. We're trying to get it at at the shop I was just at, but there is a new machine coming. So at Cupcake last month. That's not good. Michelle, don't repeat that. Say they waited until the 15th. Mm. Well, Julie is on the right. Fill the liquor cabinet. Oh my gosh, Deborah, you win for best comment. That's full. I quit drinking in January, so it's full because Ben doesn't drink that much, but he does have a handle of tequila. So I hope he got some mixers. Uh, uh you'll see all done, Bryce Tenney. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so there is a new friend joining the family, and that's as much as I'll say. We do have propane ready. We have a small propane grill. We have a green egg that we usually cook on. Apparently, it's travel time because the airport's getting busy again. That's why my mom never wanted to have a basement. We had a basement in the last house, but like they had the sump pump or whatever. So, what time is it? Oh, I can see. It's only been 28 ready. You guys, I just got a notification from Hilton saying your room is ready. I was supposed to stay in Salt Lake tonight. Um, let's see. Da, 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 da. Um, Gay, I'm gonna say you're on the right track. I don't. Well, and she's busy, so she's not answering. I'm not sure if we're. I know your retailers can say stuff. I don't know if we're allowed to. Um, I feel like I did see somebody post about it though. And it's like, ooh, that's not good. Not that it's not. I mean, they just like to keep things under wraps. I think October 1st. That's what it is. You can see it. They can talk about it. They ship October 1st. No, September 1st. What month is it? Are we in August? Oh, I think we could start talking about it for sure. September 1st. Or no, August. Wait. Yeah, September. Oh my gosh. Uh, do I have an M7? Kathy, I do have an M7. I love the thing. I'm not gonna lie. It's amazing at what it can do. It's amazing what it can come with. They did just come out with a new M8 and an M6. I don't know the difference between the two. Um, the or between the M6 and the M8, but I know from the M7 to the M8, they've added a few features. But the biggest thing that they've added free motion, stitch regulator for free motion. So I might see if I can trade up and get that M8. Since I actually do that, like to me, you would want your maker, who is a free motion quilter, to have one, right? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think they're not out until October, but man, are they pretty! I need to find a Janome retailer so I can get some needles. Uh, I need the purple needles. Let's see. I'm going to go here, Janome. I don't know what their official Facebook is. So, oh, maybe that's where I got October. So this is the new one with the stitch regulation. I'm pretty sure I need it. I don't know. Yes, we're going to keep the long arms unplugged for, you know what? And I have to make the video for the next week for the quilt along. So, like, there goes that. Because I have to get it finished, getting a piece and everything. Patty, how are you guys with the hurricane? Because it's going to hit you guys before us. Mm-hmm. Keep an emergency kit in the attic. We don't even have an attic. But yeah, stay safe, Patty. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. This is crazy. Am I allowed to tell you how to do embroidery on the long arm? I definitely am, but that is a Megan Best thing. So if you go to Best Quilter, she is the teacher. She is, if anybody teaches it, they're using her method because she kind of started the whole thing. Bestquilter.com. I will link her in the comments. She has great handouts. Like this is like her baby. So if you're going to do it, I would use her stuff. But it's bestquilter.com. She has directions for art and stitch, and she has directions for art and stitch and Pro Stitcher Designer. Not storm related. I took an online class with Kay. Really good. I love Kay. She's so much fun. I'm glad you liked it. I'll pass that along. Kathy, I hope your brother's okay. Hopefully, yeah, Patty. I think we're supposed to get a ton, but I just have to get home first. That's the problem. As of now, we're still taking off, so I haven't got a "you're not flying out today" anything. I gotta go look. Latest update. You guys, I think I have a bruise where the elevator hit me yesterday. I slated to leave at 5:30 your time, 7:30 Dallas. Mm-hmm. What do I think about the weighted tube that you put on your quilt to help provide resistance? I have no clue what you're talking about, Gay. I have the Infinity. It's like 76 pounds, so I don't need anything like that. But I did hear some people talking about adding weight, especially to the smaller machines, just because they move pretty easy. I cannot move my flight up because there's only two. There's only two flights that head to Palm Springs every day, and the first one is way in the morning. I was lucky to even get on this one, but we're not supposed to really get any rain until later tonight. I think, although it says it's drizzling right now. Well, this has definitely changed since earlier. Um, I'm supposed to land at like 8, which it shows it clear until 11, and then it shows it raining for 4 days. You put the weight on the quilt. I think people used to do that with like cans, like cans of soup and stuff. You're welcome, Aaron. Are you? Let's see. I gotta scroll back up. Dun, 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 dun. Aaron, if you're talking about the Megan Best stuff, fantastic. Oh my gosh, she's great. She's just a great educator all around. She's actually, when I started, she was the educator I got to go on my first event with. It was an audit. I'm very sweet, but I won't melt. Oh, I am sad that I can't do anything. It's not raining in Bermuda Dunes yet. Perfect. We're right next to each other. We're just on the other side of Monterey. No, is that the right road? I don't know. I don't know the street names. So, oh man. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna let you go. It's been fun. Oh, wait, does Designer have a duplicate feature? Um, you can hit copy paste. I usually just Control C, Control V. I don't know if they actually have a duplicate button, and I'm not on that computer to look. Do they have a duplicate? No, Andy. I think you just have to copy paste, and when you do it, it's going to paste it right on top of itself. Yeah, and I just hit Control C, Control V. Because when if you use your quick keys in Designer, it makes everything go so much faster. I think there is a place where you can print them off, but then you're kind of like, "Thank you, Patty." The right person is on. But when you use those quick keys, basically left hand's keyboard or whatever, however you do it, um, and you can do all your selections with your hand, and then use your mouse to click the things. The one thing that I do when I do copy paste, especially if you're trying to keep elements in line so you don't happen to grab the wrong thing, is I will copy paste. When you paste it selected, and then I go and I still have mine set to right click. I right click on my color bar to change the color of whatever I pasted. So I know that that's the copy, and then I can move it around and everything's color coded. Um, if you've changed your settings, you might have to left click. So it just depends on what your settings are. Heather, I am waiting for a flight. I have 2 more hours. Mm-hmm. The quick start guide has all your shortcuts. Thank you, Patty. Hmm. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna jet. I'm gonna go get some things. I want to make sure everything is charged when I leave, and so I can have a computer for at least tonight. I'll probably get home and start making sure things are moved. Oh, craziness. I will keep you all updated. I said I'm going to go outside with I do have a very nice poncho from whenever I used. Oh, actually, hey, thank you, Heather, because my phone is not charging because I'm sitting here talking with it or looking at it. Um, I have a very nice poncho that I had when was in Eugene, and I said I'm going to go do a weather forecast. Here I am, Adam So Fun in Palm Springs, California, where it's currently hurricaning. Unheard of. People keep saying that this is the first hurricane in 75 years or whatever. I'm like, they got a hurricane last year. Like all of a sudden, everybody forgot about whatever. Even if they downgraded it to tropical storm, like this happened last year. Not as bad, not as crazy, and it hit the coast more than us. But as I was telling Ben, I'm like, we were calling your parents to make sure they were okay. So, Patty, you stay safe. Everybody in SoCal, stay safe. Um, I will keep everybody posted, and yeah, praying for everybody. All right, bye, guys.